Dr. Rathi, and welcome Niyati to the Rise. First of all, I welcome you, and specifically Dr. Rathi, you made yourself possible to give your time. I know your schedule remained very busy, but it gave me immense pleasure that Niyati, with her good efforts, she could able to make the landmark achievement of her life, being into MGM college, and that too in the first attempt, scoring a wonderful score in the Neet exam. I'm sure this is a proud moment you must be cherishing for rest of the life. So
sorry to interrupt you in between, but actually I'll say here that your help was actually really required at the time, and it was just because of all the guidance that she got from AIIMS that today she was in such a good position, and she was not getting only MGM Indore. In fact, she was getting some good AIIMS also,
right.
but she wanted to be in Indore, so we have chosen MGM Indore. But it was all the guidance that she got from AIIMS. It helped us a lot, and that is why we are here.
We are so much grateful, Dr. Rathi, that you have trusted on us and you have given your child in our hand right from the class 9. And undoubtedly, I recall all the days which Niyati she has spent with us. She used to be always very sincere, a very hard-working child. Niyati, will you just tell about yourself that what has made you to pick medicine as the field of interest? Like how you came to this conclusion?
Okay, so initially I was neutral. I mean, I liked maths. I was good at maths. I liked biology. I was good at that. I knew I had to choose science. In class 10, for a few days after my school, I used to come into my father's OPD. I used to watch him. Then I used to see him do the endoscopy, which is the thing which fascinated me the most, because it was like a detective's work, diagnosing what's wrong. And maybe I was so much fascinated by that, so much motivated by that, that I finally chose medicine. And I think
I'm sure your mother and father both are the leading doctors of the city. Rather, I should say they are the leading doctor of state or nation also. Then I'm also not wrong. So definitely that must be the encouraging factor also.
Yes.
So Niyati, when you picked and when you have decided somewhere in the mind that you have to go for medicine, how you planned for your next step? Which are the mentors who will be there for you to assist in this journey? And what made you to come to the conclusion that yes, Arise Academy is the right platform for you to grow and meet your aims and ambitions? And definitely in that process, I'm sure, being Dr. Rathi, being connected to almost all the known people of the city, Dr. Rathi, how you make it possible?
Yeah. So actually, first let me answer this, and I'll answer in this in a more understandable language. So हुआ ये था कि जब ये 9th में थी तब हम लोगों को लगा कि इसको कहाँ ज्वाइन कराएं. बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है शहर में, बड़ी बड़ी कोचिंग क्लासेस हैं, सब कुछ है. बट जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस था, जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स का, मैंने कलीग्स का एक्सपीरियंस देखा, तो मुझे ये लगा कि बहुत बड़ी भीड़ में जब बच्चे को भेजते हैं बहुत बार हम लोग, तो बच्चा खो जाता है. आई मीन if suppose there is one teacher which is supposed to teach 30 students, तो वो सब बच्चों को लेवल एक जैसा नहीं होता है. फिर वो उन बच्चों में से किस तरह के बच्चों को किस लेवल पे ले जा रहा है, तो बड़ा मुश्किल होता है मैच करना हर बच्चे के रिक्वायरमेंट को. ऐसा मुझे लगा. सो मुझे कुछ ऐसा चाहिए था जहाँ मेरे बच्चे को पर्सनलाइज्ड असिस्टेंट मिले और पर्सनलाइज्ड उसका प्रॉपर गाइडेंस उसके लिए हो सके. Then I came to know about AIIMS, and then I met you and Shruti ji also, and then I realized that this should be possibly the correct option. And initially, in fact, for the first month I asked Niyati just to watch the things, whether here things are good or not. If things are not good, then we can move to somewhere else. But in the first week itself, Niyati told me that the things are so good here. Then then the rest is the history,
Right. And that has always given us, we were so much thankful that you believed for the 4 years, right from 9 to 12. Niyati, you were telling something, yes.
Okay, so I don't think I've introduced myself very well, as if you don't even know me. I wasn't a student who could focus for like 4 hours continuously in a class, pay attention. I was more of a student who liked to study by myself. I could focus by myself for 12 hours, on myself for 12 hours. But I couldn't really focus when there was continuous classes for 4 to 5 hours. So the main thing which I got from Arise Academy were their wonderful notes. The teachers who knew the proper duration of study. See, you have a bulk of syllabus. We understand that, but you can't complete it in a very short time. Or you don't have to stretch a lot of time for just a single topic. You need to know what's necessary. Here you get to know what is necessary. So you don't get flown.
Alright, I remember, Niyati, like you used to be always a curious child and you used to work hard by yourself also. That is for sure that, as a team, as a mentor, it is our primarily job and responsibility to, bring the best outcome as an outcome from every individual. And you being one of the child which has been nurtured so greatly by your parents that you always be an asset. And we know this, that yes, she is one of the child, in case if we can help her to meet her goal, she will definitely come up with a very good result. And that too, along with getting into MGM, getting an opportunity to land up into AIIMS, etc. But being preference to get into Indore as the city for your medicine, selecting the city, I think you have picked up. Otherwise, I think most of the AIIMS were also.
I would interrupt here. Actually, I wasn't ready to live by myself or to manage myself. It's true, I've been a studious child, but I don't really know how to manage myself. And I was just 17. I didn't have the guts actually. So I stayed in Indore, and then I had my father's guidance here. So this was my choice.
Alright. And your father, I know, he has also supported you a lot, particularly in biology. Your mother, she has also guided. She used to interact with our AIIMS team. And what kind of the message you wanted to give, particularly the students who are coming to AIIMS and looking for, along with you, you have seen some of the students got into IIT Bombay, they were preparing for IIT, etc. So what kind of the message you wanted to give to the students who are coming to IIT, to AIIMS, particularly preparing for, Olympiads, NTSE or Neet or JEE exam? What kind of the message you wanted to give?
Alright, so first thing I would say, it doesn't matter to get into MBBS course or IIT that how much IQ you have. So you don't have to get scared with the competition, anything. You just have to focus on yourself. Keep motivating yourself. See, I have given many Olympiads throughout my life. Even Arise Academy helped it and motivated me to give it. Now, I didn't crack either of them. But what I did, I learned from my mistakes.
Wow.
Every time I learned from my mistakes, and this finally helped me to crack a big challenge of my life. So don't get scared of competition. Don't think how many students are giving, right? Or just focus on yourself. Read the study material, read to the point things. And that's it. It's not a very big or very tough exam. It just requires your patience and your hard work. That's it. These are the two elements which you need to develop. And you are not born with it, you develop it. So that is how by joining Arise and by studying the notes, doing a lot of self-study, you finally achieve the goal.
Oh, wonderful. See, this is, Dr. Rathi, this is one of the things I always look in my, whole career as an academician. This is a quality which a good child carries.
Yeah,
Learn from the mistake,
yes.
Passionate about what they are doing. And I'm so much grateful for you as a parent who has actually given that direction to reach to this point.
The only thing I'll say that we didn't do much about biology also. It was all you people guidance. Actually, what we did as a parent, actually we always motivated her and we always told her to be on. I always used to tell her one thing, that is about be persistent. So persistence is very important. If you don't get good marks in one test or something, so don't bother.
He used the example of Ajinkya Ranade of how he used to stay on the field and how I should
Rahul
stay on the
Dravid
field.
and I used to tell him, don't become Sehwag here, become Rahul Dravid and or Ajinkya Ranade. Just be on the crease, the runs will come. I used to tell her this.
Well, that's a wonderful motivation. See, scoring 655 marks in the first attempt of NEET is, I think, one of the good landmark. And I wish you a lot of success, Niyati, in time to come. The last thing I wanted to know, when you see your last 4 years journey of your preparation, spending the time with Arise, how do you feel today? Like now you are in MGM, when you see your new friends, and as I was speaking to you other day, you said in MGM also we see a wonderful peer group. A lot of students, they all are of my caliber. Rather, the peer group I'm really enjoying. So if you have to connect your last 4 years of your preparation, of your hardship, how you see today?
I'll say I feel the same as I always felt. I'll say I feel happy. I felt happy my entire life. See, I know students who can't handle stress of class 11 and 12, and that's not means that's nothing to be afraid of. But don't even waste too much time talking about it. Rather, talk to yourself. Focus on what's wrong with what you are doing. Are you studying too much? Are you studying too less? Are you even studying what should be studied? Are you focusing on the right thing? Right? See, when in medical field, you are going to have a lot much more, you are going to be under a lot much more stress than what you are here, right? So you need to start focusing on yourself and study what is appropriate, what is required. Don't get overflown, don't get intimidated by some other person's knowledge, and to compete with it, you just go way too much out of the track. Focus on yourself. That is the only advice I would give. Be patient and focus on yourself. Focus on where you are and where you want yourself to
Oh,
be.
wonderful. And this is one of the thing which we look as a team of AIIMS, that we should able to meet that requirement. Thanks a lot, Niyati. Thanks a lot, Dr. Rathi. I know with a busy schedule, you could able to find out the
No,
time.
always for you. Thank you very much for the guidance which she got from our eyes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and wish you a very good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.